Hi there, Murray here. We were going to call group quizzes lesson starters. That's how we originally envisaged it. We think this is a great way of just warming up a class with a kind of little pop quiz or diving into a topic that you're going to go over for a sort of revision lesson. But we realised that actually group quizzes have far more applications, like for small group intervention, plenary, or cover lessons and so much more. But still, lesson starters we think is a great way of using group quizzes. So I'll just show you how. So here I am with my class. We're going to start with a chemistry lesson. So before we do, I'm going to do a quick pop quiz on chemistry, and it's going to be across the whole subject, although you could pick a topic. So you could pick atomic structure, or you could even pick, group 1 elements and do a pop quiz on that. But let's just do all of chemistry. And it's going to generate a quiz that not only is going to kind of like give everyone a little bit of a warm-up on some important facts, but it's also going to highlight to me, the teacher, which questions my group most need help with, either because so few of them have seen that question and practiced it yet, or because those who have are really underperforming. In fact, this question, classic oil rig, average accuracy of the 5 students who have been answering is only 27%, so really worth discussion. So thanks Tassomai for surfacing, I hate that word, this question early on in my quiz. We can even see what students who recently answered the question have been answering. Hal thinks oxidation is gain of electrons. Oil rig doesn't, that's not right. Georgia thinks it's electron loss. So you can make it part of the group discussion. Okay, loss of electrons would be our answer, and on we go. And you can get, in this case, 8 questions. Here we've got about conservation of mass, all really nice little topics to bring up in a low stakes way in a group exercise. You don't have to bring up students' names and do that thing, but it makes it a little bit more interactive. Also, if you're not totally sure you know the answer yourself, you can just reveal the answer. You don't have to test yourself in this situation, but nice for kind of like class voting. All of that, all a bit of fun and a nice way of doing a lesson starter that's super productive. There's one more thing, which is, of course, having done this quiz, everyone in the class will have those questions brought into their ongoing practice. So not only is it a great way of starting a lesson, a great way of just kind of keeping the knowledge refreshed in class with your help and discussion, but it's a great way of making sure that that is then reinforced in the ongoing homework. Tassomai is uniquely good at this kind of thing, and a really good way of getting most out of the sophistication of our algorithm is to use this new group quiz feature as a lesson starter. It's going to be part of the product from September, but if you want to be our early adopter school and get access to it through the summer term, please do look on our blog, tassomai.com/news, or contact my colleague Artie, who will talk you through how you can be an early adopter and have it all through the summer. Think what you can do with this beyond lesson starters, cover lessons, group intervention, year 11 revision, year 10 revision. The world's your oyster. So do get in touch and give it a go. Cheers.